Hey everybody, what's going on? jimmyispromo here, back again with another awesome video. And in today's video, we will be doing a full review and a charge comparison versus the brand new Samsung Wireless Charger Duo Pad versus the last generation Wireless Charger Duo. So what exactly is the difference of this pad and this one? And one of the key features is that this one supports Fast Charging 2.0. So exactly how fast is Fast Charging 2.0? Well, it's slated to be 30% faster than the regular fast wireless charging, which should put this little pad right here to be at the exact same rate as if you were to plug in your Galaxy S10. Now, there's a couple things I do want to mention really quick before we open this up and do the full review, but this side right over here is the only side that supports Fast Charge 2.0, and it'll only work as of right now with the Galaxy S10 series, and then any other phones that is supported after that will also be added to the list. And this is also the side that you place on your Galaxy Buds, but it does not go at that fast charge rate. It goes at the normal, safely charging of regular wireless charging. Now on this side, this is where you can charge any other of your Samsung devices or Apple devices or any of the Qi certified or Qi wireless charging phones. So this will also charge the Galaxy Note 9 and the whole 9 series, the S9s, the S8s, the Note 8s. So pretty much any other wireless charging phone will go on this side, along with your Galaxy Watch, the Gear S3, and so on and so forth. Now, opening up this box, we pretty much covered all I really wanted to talk about with this product right here, going over the differences of these two. You'll also see this little pull away sticker, this little film that'll talk about that you can charge your Qi compatible devices. It'll also say the Fast Charge 2.0 that actually on the pad itself, which will definitely help out. This is where it's talking about you can charge your smartphone along with your watches. And this one is just mentioning that you have to use the cable and the plug, the wall mount that comes inside of this box. Now, I will let you know that these cables, this little cable right here, along with this adaptive fast charging brick, this is a huge brick, by the way. I mean, those are some fantastic, impressive numbers on the back of there. It is the exact same brick as your wireless charger Duo from before. So if you actually have this old version, you can still use the same cable and brick, but you cannot use anything smaller than this. It will not charge the way that you expect it to. So the nice thing is that these have not changed at all from the previous version, but with this little guy right here, you will be seeing a little bit faster charges. Now, I also see that there's a small little dip right inside of here, which will kind of lift up your phone just a little bit. And my guess is just to make sure that when you are doing that Fast Charge 2.0 speeds, it's just to make sure there's enough airflow and so your phone doesn't get warm or anything else. Now let's head over into the previously recorded video that I did a little bit earlier this morning. Both of these Galaxy S10 Pluses were both sitting at 15%. Both of them were turned on and both were in airplane mode. And the reason why for the airplane mode is because this phone over here just has a lot more applications signed into, more things that'll pull and push and text messages and phone calls and things like that. And I didn't want this screen to keep on coming on or doing some applications or processes that this one was not, because I wanted to see and keep everything level and even. So let's pop over into that video and see how they did. So both of these Galaxy S10 Pluses are at the exact same percentage points of 15%. Also, I'll have both of these ones on airplane mode since both of these phones have different accounts, and I would hate for anything to be pushed or pulled or notifications to come through, the screen turning on and things like that. So we'll keep it at a constant. So both will be turned on, but both are at 15% and both will be in airplane mode. So one of these will be sitting on the older version of the Samsung Wireless Charger Duo, and the other one will sit on this brand new version of Fast Charge 2.0, and we'll see if it is able to go about 30% faster. So what I will be doing is I have the timer set right over here. We're gonna time these for 1 hour. So let's say that your phone notified you that you're at 15%. Hey, you need to put this thing on a charger. You might have 1 hour and all you have is wireless charging. Let's see which one is faster. And go. After making a few adjustments with my camera, with autofocus and everything else, I do want to show you what it states when you first plug in a phone or you put it on a wireless charging pad. It shows you how much time is left to fully charge it. So it's already been 6 minutes, and this one went all the way up to 20%. This one's at 19%. Now this one right over here, it's mentioning that the fast charging, which is Fast Charge 2.0, this one will take 1 hour and 31 minutes. But on the other hand, this one over here on the other wireless charger duo is stating 2 hours and 28 minutes. That means that Fast Charge 2.0 basically shaves off a full hour when you're doing wireless charging. Now, these are pretty much the speeds of a phone plugged in, which will have to be another test in the future doing Fast Charge 2.0 versus a phone plugged in. And I can almost guarantee that they will be the exact same time. All right, let's go back and speed this up again. So it's been 1 full hour, and let's see where these two are sitting. So they both again started at 15%, and the one that was on the Fast Charge 2.0 is sitting at 75%, with the other one sitting at 57%. So that's a pretty big increase of doing wireless charging. So I have to say that the Fast Charge 2.0 is literally the exact same speed as a phone plugged in. So I'm super excited that Samsung was able to get the Fast Charge 2.0 to be about 30% faster. Now, there is one thing I do want to show you, and that is if you were to place another phone on this side of the charger, it will slow it down a little bit. So right over here, it is mentioning that it takes about 44 minutes as of right now to get it all the way up to 100%, which is pretty much the exact same speed if you were to plug in this phone. But now let's place on this device right over here, the Galaxy S10 Plus. And so now you're going to see that it'll say a different number because this side will be pulling some of the energy. So now it's going to take about 56 minutes to fully charge this one, and you can see how it adds just a little bit of time. Now that 56 minutes that it's mentioning, that is about the exact same speed if it was on this charging pad over here. So just because we added another phone, it slowed this charge down by easily 10 minutes for that little bit of portion. So that is where I wanted to show you that if you do charge more than one device, it will slow down the Fast Charge 2.0, and then now it's stating the 44 minutes. So now what will happen if you place on a watch? And so I wanted to see if this would pull away enough of the battery or anything like that. So now when we look right over here, it still states 44 minutes. So the amount of energy that a watch is able to charge on the right-hand side, so if you have the Gear S3, the Galaxy Watch, you will not pull away, a lot of energy from the left-hand side. So this will still charge 30% faster than regular fast wireless charging, which I think is just fantastic. And this right here was the test that I was curious about for pretty much the majority of the day. Now let's head over into my chicken scratches right over here on this pad. I wrote everything down. Both of the phones were sitting at 15%. When we pulled down the notifications panel, it stated on the regular fast charging dock, so this one right over here, it stated that there was 2.5 hours until it was fully charged. And then the one that was on the Fast Charge 2.0, again at 15%, only stated an hour and a half, which is pretty much the exact same thing as if a phone was plugged in. Now, after about 10 minutes, they were both sitting on there for 10 minutes, the slower chargered one, which is still fast wireless charging, went up to 22%, which was an increase of 7%, while Fast Charge 2.0 went up to 25%, which was an increase of 10. So there wasn't a huge difference, only a gap of 3% versus those ones. But then as we keep on going on, you're going to see a pretty big difference. After 25 minutes, the first phone was sitting at 32%, which was an increase of 17. And then the second one, which was on Fast Charge 2.0, was sitting at 40%, which was an increase of 25% from the very beginning. So this is a pretty big jump right here from that 17 to 25, and you're only sitting there for 25 minutes. And then we jump over here for the 40-minute mark. The first phone was sitting at 43%, which was a full increase of 28% versus the starting point of 15. And then Fast Charge 2.0 was sitting at 56%, which was a full increase of 41%. So it's almost kind of going up pretty much every minute. It goes up by 1% if you pretty much check that out, and that's equivalent of a phone plugged in, which I think is just amazing. So again, this was sitting at 56, the first one was sitting at 43. Now at the end of the entire hour, the first phone was sitting at 57%, which was a total increase of 42%, which still needed an hour and 17 minutes left to charge. Now, this one on the Fast Charge 2.0 was sitting at 75%, which was a full increase of 60%, which again, it went up by 1 percentage point per minute. It was sitting there for 60 minutes, went up by 60%, and all it needed was 35 minutes left to go to a full charge. Now, when you look at these two numbers here, you're gonna see that, I mean, it's a pretty big difference right there. What was that, like about 45 minutes, 47 minutes, something like that. I don't know. Other than that, all I'm really checking out is after 1 full hour, my phone could be sitting at 75% versus the 57. I would much rather go out in the world with 75% than 57. And both of these phones, again, were going at wireless charging. This one was wireless charging 2.0. So I think it was a huge difference. It's a big increase. And this one is coming out at a starting point of $100. When the Fast Charge Duo right over here, the Wireless Charge Duo, this one originally came out at $120. And now you can probably get it around 67, 68 bucks on Amazon, which I can place this one in the link below the video as well inside the description if you wanted to get the older version. But I mean, if you have a Galaxy S10, you might as well just get yourself this brand new pad. So then this way you can do Fast Charge 2.0, which, you know what, it blew me away. I was super excited that it went all the way up, pretty much 1% per minute, which is really only heard of when your phone is plugged into the wall via a cable. So I will do another test in the future doing Fast Charge 2.0 versus a phone that is plugged in. Now I just gotta wait another day, kill these devices, and then have the time to charge them up again for about another hour and 15 minutes. But other than that, I hope that you guys have liked this video. If you guys did, please give this thing a huge thumbs up. Also, don't forget to hit on subscribe. You can also subscribe right over here on the very bottom left-hand side, that little red circle, hit that button. Share this video with your friends and family and social media sites. And outside of that, I'll see you guys later.